Good morning, y'all. Let's fix our browser source as our screen source. 1 second. Change anything that oh. All right, that should be a little bit better. All right, chat. Let's do the damn thing. We got to keep a lookout. I'm going to have to step away here in a couple minutes to let a dog in that we're watching today. But we should be pretty solid otherwise. Man, my allergies are so bad. Okay, so yesterday we started writing a Dune RPC server in TypeScript to communicate with OCaml's build tool, which is Dune, in an attempt to build better build plugins in the JavaScript ecosystem for OCaml and Melange. So I'm trying to think about what we probably should initiate a Dune project in here. Let's see here. Oh, this is the actual Dune. We're going to go Dune RPC TS. What? Oh, Bun must have done that. Right, I see. Okay. So let's make let's say OCaml project. Actually, we can just do Dune init. And we'll say OCaml project. And we'll go down in there, and we'll do opam switch create. Let that run for a minute. We're gonna want to import. I want to see if I can just get messages from Dune's RPC server. So we're gonna do as is it net? Hey, Mr. Techie, I'm doing well. How are you doing? Sorry, my allergies are really bad this morning. Socket, yeah, that's what we're gonna want. So let's say const socket equals new, yeah. And really this is gonna be dot slash, change to that, OCaml project slash build slash RPC slash Dune. No, that's the wrong API. This should be dot socket. So let's just import socket from here. And this will be new socket. I thought this took a path if it was an ICP socket. I really thought that it took a path to a file descriptor. Let's get a new window open, and we're gonna go look at the node docs. We don't want path. What is this under here? Thought it was under net. Server socket, new socket. Okay, so we use net to do this rather than straight to the socket. So we probably want to make sure we're using these APIs because it looks like it is. It looks like it's probably going to do some cleanup for us that we want to make sure happens. So let's go look at create server, create connection, and connect. How are the audio levels, chat? Everything good? Yesterday they got screwed up a little bit. It like did not take me to the right API. Not even close. Create server. You probably want to allow a half open to be true. So maybe we do that rather than going straight to the socket. We have star as net, and we do I'm not creating a HTTP server. I am creating a IPC server. Create server, and we want to connect. This is going to be annoying to do on Windows. So let's try doing this. So it looks like it would be something like const server equals net dot create server. Yeah, so it's going to be this little server that runs, and it's going to connect. So OCaml's build tool, Dune, While it's running in watch mode, it starts up an RPC server, and anytime a file changes or rebuilds, Dune broadcasts that information on that RPC protocol. Now we want to integrate, because we're using Melange and compiling OCaml to JavaScript, we want to get integration with JavaScript build tooling. So things like Vite, Webpack, Rollup, ESBuild, all those things. And right now, the way that we integrate with those build tools isn't great. We basically pull on this really noisy, busy file and do some regex parsing on it, which is inefficient, and it's really flaky to configure. So we're trying to write a TypeScript client to connect directly to that RPC protocol that OCaml's build tool broadcasts. That way, if we start the app in watch mode, like if we're doing local dev, Vite or ESBuild or whatever will start in watch mode. It'll spin up our little TypeScript server, which will connect to the Dune build tool server, and then we will get information from Dune piped straight to our TypeScript client, and then our TypeScript client will tell Vite or whatever our build tool is, like, hey, something changed, we need to do a hot module reload or report errors or whatever the case is. So that's kind of the goal. I've never done like this low level type stuff, even with like Node. So this is my first time playing around with sockets. So it's kind of a learning experience for everyone. So we do a create and we get a callback. This will be a connection, and I gotta keep that. We're gonna say connection dot. Okay, this will be log client connected, and we'll say connection one end, and we'll just do client disconnected, and we'll do one for error. All right, so let's just say this is unknown. Make TypeScript happy. There we go. Create server, right? That'll be console. FS watch under the covers. So the current plugin, let me pull this up here. Vite plugin Melange. There's a file in Dune's build directory called the log file. And this plugin works by essentially using Chakadir. Chakadir? I don't know how to say this. I say this every morning. This guy here, Chakadar, uses this to do cross-platform file watching, but it's super flaky on OS X and newer, or I shouldn't say newer, faster hardware on OS X. For some reason, it's super flaky, super hard to configure. If you come look at, where's the build tool? I bet he has this in his comments. Yeah, right here. You have to configure this setting. The watch part is configuring Chakadir so that the many writes Melange does to its log file appear as a single change. We use the log file to determine when compilation is finished. You may tweak it, and like just tweaking it is really hard to nail down right in my experience. So we are just going to connect directly to the Dune server, since it's already optimized for OCaml's build process and pipeline. So then we should be able to do server.listen, and this should take a file path, which will be OCaml./OCaml project. OCaml project build /.rpc or .rpc/dune. I think that's what the path is. It looks like this gets a callback. All right, so let's comment this for now and just see if we can get any logging. Let's do Dune build. Let's put this in watch mode. Okay. And let's make another terminal window. Let's see what happens if we go up and we run bun, what is index? So it says server bound. So let's see, it seems like we connected correctly. So let's go change a file in our OCaml project. Just go into lib. Oh, there's nothing in there. Bin main. Let's say that. Right, we don't have anything bound value. That should be fine. All right, let's see if we can set up some. I actually don't know why this is upset. OPAM. Oh, because I didn't install my dev deps. Right. So let's see how we get data. Probably just an on data. Returns a net.server, on error, on listening, event drop. Close connection. Wait, now I'm confused. Do I have to get... Yeah. Okay, socket. So we get a socket back. So I think we need to unref the socket. There's a function in here called unref. So do we get a socket at any point from this? I can't remember. Let's go up. This is, what is this? This is a net.server. Can we get a socket off the server? On listen address, listeners, event names. All right, well, let's see what on gives us. I don't think on's gonna give us anything useful. No, error drop, close listening connection. All right, what is connection then? Maybe our connections are socket. Yeah, there's our socket. So this is actually our socket right here. So let's rename this. Plus if there's already a typo, this be socket. and we'll say socket.on. Now we should have a data event on data. And let's just console.log. Well, let's actually do a callback and get data. Come in here and we'll say console.log client data. Wow, I am getting so much lag right now from OCaml just murking my CPU. So I'm hoping that would be cool if this just works, because this could be super simple and not like a multi-day project. I mean, I guess we're already on day 2, but you know what I mean, chat. Anyone got anything exciting going on this lovely hump day? I don't know what some of these events are. Very open drain. Trying to make a node package work in a web extension. What is a web extension? I actually don't know what that is. What up, Nix and Noons? Noons, I gotta go take a look at your PR here in a couple minutes. I've got somebody dropping off a dog that we're watching today. So my house is gonna be chaotic for about 5 minutes, but once that's done and over with, I'm gonna go through the issues and comments and PRs. Returns true if the entire data was flushed successfully to the kernel buffer. Oh, thanks, Noons. Oh, a Chrome extension. Gotcha. I just had never heard it referred to as a web extension. Yeah, I've heard that bundling extensions for browsers is a pain in the ass. Where are the events? Ready, lookup, and drain. Emitted when the write buffer becomes empty. Okay. Data. We're going to want to set encoding. So we're probably going to want to do some more stuff here. So let's say this is going to be socket.setEncoding, and we're going to want that to be UTF-8. And I think it sends, I think the Dune RPC server sends data as S expressions, which is why we started porting this library yesterday, which is working, which is super cool. We compiled a OCaml library that's pretty popular for parsing S expressions to JavaScript using Melange, and we're going to write a nice little wrapper around it. It's something. It's kind of cool because we looked on NPM yesterday for libraries for parsing and serializing S expressions on NPM, and there wasn't really anything great. And we basically just published like the best S expression parsing and deserializing library available in NPM because we compiled it from a battle-tested OCaml one. I think that's really cool. Okay, so we should be able to Dune build now. Let's see if this works. Dune build watch. And let's jump back to our OCaml file, which was main. And let's just add an exclamation point. OCaml also cannot load its configuration from the external reader. Building your project with Dune might save this. I did that, sir. Let's change into OCaml project. Vim into here. Probably got confused because the project root wasn't this. So if we go into bin, main, come here. Okay, so that's all good now. Let's split this file and let's go up a directory here. Yep. Do we need to do anything else with this socket? We used create server. There might be a type in here that we want. So let's see, socket, create server options. Let's see what these are quick. Allow half open. We're on IPC rather than TCP, I think. I actually don't even know what the difference between those is. That would be a good question for ChatGPT. What is the difference between an IPC and TCP server in Node.js? I've never done low-level stuff, again, chat, so this is a learning process for me with kind of more closer to systems level stuff. So IPC stands for inter-process communication. IPC user, yep, that's what we want to do. Okay, yeah, that's what I kind of thought. I don't think we need this then. If this is only for TCP, we might not need it. So let's close this. I'm gonna sneeze, probably. Jesus. Ugh. Dying over here. What is this? This is, okay, we don't need that. Let's go in here. So this looks pretty solid. So let's go down here. I haven't done any C before, so thank you, Gidon. Appreciate you. So let's try running our server, our TypeScript server. So let's say bun index.ts, server bound. So server bound happens when we listen. We need to get a client connected, but maybe we need to go edit a file. All right, so that didn't do anything.
Functions
I think that's where the RPC server's at, right? If we go pull up the Dune RPC docs. Why didn't that take me to the docs? Dune, read the docs, RPC. Yeah. So it says... We want to go look at the Dune RPC. Oh, 1 second, chat. I have to step away for to let a dog in. I will be right back. 1 second. Okay, we're back. Jesus Christ.
Functions
The minute I get
describe
back.
the world.
I've got the dog barking control now. Chair seems like a Haskell user. Nodders. We'll see. I could be a Haskell. Thank you for the resubscription, Badger. Appreciate you. Good morning, Chair. To the beautiful Chair. Oh my God, I was introducing a dog. Murph got here. He's a giant golden retriever. Okay, we're gonna try one more thing, then we're gonna go look at the issues and pull requests on creating Melange app, and then we'll come back to this because hopefully this won't take too long. Actually, let's just go do that first before we really dive in. So let's go here. We can probably close most of these node tabs. And let's go here. README file, not updating contributors. Cool, that looks good. Done in the pull request. I try to get the number 65. Winnie, enough. This all looks pretty good. Template directory, that didn't change. We overrode that. Node package manager, which matches up to that. Looks good. Kyle, you're in here, right? All right, I'm going to pull this branch quick. This book right here, we're gonna do a series on stream that I want to put into a YouTube playlist of working through this book. So I basically want probably every chapter here to potentially be a small video. And we're just gonna work through the book. Probably do that like in a week or two. But this is a really good book chat if you want to get into Melange. Wait, who did I dox? I didn't dox anybody. Yo, what up, Glitchbite? Everyone should go follow Glitchbite. He's streaming Rust, OCaml, and math content in the mornings. Hi, Murph. What's up, big guy? Good boys. I know my dogs are overwhelming. You can lay on the couch. Say it's a new couch. Okay, so that got added. I'm going to pull this branch quick and just test it real quick. Let's say that. And let's say create a new. Winnie. Winnie. Be nice. Come here, Win. Good girl. Do I have, let's go into CMA testing and we'll make a directory for PRs, change directory into PRs, and we'll say, what is the issue on this one? This is update README, I guess, or maybe we should do it by number. Number 65, yeah, let's do that. 65. Change directory into 65, and we'll do git clone GitHub personal. Plug that in, and the branch that this is on is main. Okay. Let's see here. What do we want to do? It's probably built, but let's copy let's copy my super cool apps. OPAM directory. That's what we need, right? That's how I can copy my switch. What's the Vite plugin going to do? So we're writing a little IPC server in TypeScript to connect to Dune's RPC server. Dune is OCaml's build tool, and when it runs in watch mode, it spins up a little RPC server that broadcasts information about changing files, diagnostics, things like that. Right now, the current Vite plugin for Melange looks at a log file and basically throttles and debounces polling against it, for lack of a better way to describe it, and then does regex parsing. So like not super efficient, and it's very flaky to configure. So we're going to refactor that Vite plugin to, rather than watch that log file, we're going to connect directly to Dune's RPC server and then just get straight up messages when files change. Super based? Hell yeah. I don't know what's going on with my Starship stuff, but whatever. So we got that. Now we should be able to do a Dune build. Cool. And let's say node build source CLI. Right, sure. Okay, we'll call this PR test, and OCaml, sure, Vite, no. Would we call it foobar or PR test? And this is supposed to be, what is this PR updating in? I already forgot. The README should be getting node package manager. So I should see npm in my README here. I think this is going to be right. npm run build. Okay. I assume that's going to work fine, because this should be templated. Yeah. So that looks like it worked, and then we should have the React book link down here. Let's bump this to the top. This is an excellent resource. Source to learn. OCaml, ReasonML, and Melange, even if you're not using React. Perfect. That's what we want that template to be. So I'm going to make a quick update to your PR Nunes, and then we'll ship it because this looks good otherwise. Let's actually just go into Markdown preview quick. React book Melange, make sure that link works. Bet. Let's actually change the name. Okay, so Actually, let me check one more thing on there. npm and dev. Okay, that looks good. Cool. And let's go into source, templates. Let's rename this. Oh, I just deleted what I was going for. Did I lose my... Damn it, I'm an idiot. That's all right, we can rewrite it. We'll say melange for... Actually, let's see what he calls that. Melange for React devs. This is... Guys, enough. No barks. Sorry, chat. An amazing... Hi, Murph. Yes, I see you, handsome boy. This is an amazing resource for learning Melange, OCaml, and ReasonML. Even if you're not using React. Because they're really loud. And the two, my golden Winnie and the tiny dog, like, just build off each other, and it's so hard to get them to stop. And Winnie generally doesn't bark at random shit. Unless she's outside, she'll bark at, like, people walking by. Even though she's, like, super friendly. All of them are friendly. But Baxter, like, shock barks. So, like, if he hears a sound he doesn't know, he just, like, instinctually barks, which makes Winnie bark, which makes him bark, which makes Winnie bark. Chaos. I hate it. Okay, so that looks good. Let's commit that. Git status. Git diff. Yep, that looks good. Okay. What up, Leo? I'm hella allergic to cats, Nightshade. What would we get for lunch? Are you feeling better, man? Hopefully. Update. Readme. Feeling a little better? Nice. Good. I'm glad. I'm a total baby when I'm sick. I feel that I'm super sensitive to not getting enough sleep. All right, so that should be pushed to our PR now. Let's go validate that. 65. Update README, that looks good. Files changed. Why did so many files change? How did PR test get in here? Dang it. I thought we deleted PR test. There we go. That's better. README. We didn't touch that. This should have our changes there. Bada bing, bada boom. Looks good to me. Thank you. Thanks, Noons. I think this was Noons, right? Yeah. Come on, GitHub. I did review it. Why is this not? Merchant can be forwarded automatically with one approving review. I did that. Oh, shit. That merged into main. I should have merged that into develop. That's okay. We can fix that. What's up, little boo? I'm interested in trying OCaml. Where can I get a Docker image or a OCaml Docker set up? There's probably a Docker registry. Let's go look quick. It's a great question. I don't use Docker super often anymore. Are we at the registry? Yeah, there you go. Docker run OCaml / OPAM. What a legend. So this is going to close that issue. You saw the issue you got by running node. What issue? All right, I have to go fix. Yeah, get out of here. Quit. Come on, Harpoon. Leave it to Prime to break my editor. CD up into create melange app. And in here, we'll do a SL pool. SSL pool develop. SL pool, what is the, I need to, do we call it developers or development? Develop. Why am I forgetting my sapling commands right here? Git pool B. So I want to rebase. So go develop. So we want to rebase. So rebase. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So push to develop. Boo. SL bow merge main. SL PR submit. So annoying. It's okay, Murph. You're a good boy. It's okay. You're a good boy. I know. You're a good boy. See, you're so handsome. You're so handsome. Yeah, you're good boys. Look at this handsome boy, chat. I don't know if you can see him. Hold on. Winnie Marie. Oh, yes, you're so nice. You're so nice. Come here. Come here. Oh, I know. You're a handsome boy. You're a handsome boy, too. Oh, you just palmed Bodie in the face. Everyone see that? Shh. No. No, sir. No. Winnie Marie. All the dogs, chat. I know, you're inside bark. You're being... If you do inside barks, it's okay. Hi, Bodie. I see you, sir. You want attention, too? I know. I know. Good morning. Good morning. It's your friend here. Good boys. Good boys. Alright, get down, bud. Nice, I'll have to watch that clip then. Alright, this is annoying that I can't... I have to set my remote because Sapling doesn't play nice with the fact that I have personal there. Add remote, sell path. I should just switch back to using Git. This is more of a headache than it needs to be sometimes. This song is like tripping out my ears. What's annoying here is that I have my SSH keys set up in such a way that I have one for work and I have one for my personal account, which is why this is happening. Why can I not open a PR? Right, I need to do GitHub auth login. We want to do that one. No one docs me. Oh, shit. Where's my frickin'... I think this is trying to log me into the wrong account. So this is looking for an OTP code, which will come from here. I don't want to log in as me. Yeah, that's the wrong login. Did I do this just like completely wrong? Signed in as Dylan. Oh, I see. I'm not logged into my actual work GitHub at the moment. 1 second, chat. Sorry, this is such a pain in the ass because I had to be complicated and use Sapling. Add account. SK Dylan. Use a security key. Where did that go? Okay. We try security key. There we go. Yes, I see you, bed. So let's grab that. Press enter. Let's try one more time. How do I kill this process? Good lord. Winnie, stop it. No, I don't want to hear it. GitHub auth login one more time. Okay, we're logged in. Let's try one more time. So it says we're at the top. I guess we don't need to open a PR, right? That doesn't even make sense. Although we should be able to merge into main. Can I so push to develop -F? It's not gonna let me because I'm gonna have to go. It's just so annoying. I hate having to use a second account for work. Where's my branches? Edit. SK Dylan. Is that really not going to find me? Is this just broken? What is happening here? Okay, so we're making network requests. We got no response back other than a spinner. I'm assuming this is just broken. Okay, well. That's probably a good look. Still doesn't want to work. Oh, I have to go. Oh my lord, this is such a pain. I'm just gonna use Git. Let's see if I can. one more thing to try here, quick. This is so dumb. I'm about to just clone the repo with Git. This doesn't work yet. All right, we're going to change directories up. We're going to rename create melange app to create melange app SL. What? And then we're gonna come and we're just gonna do this the right frickin' way. My other SSH key to log into my emails upstairs, and I don't feel like running up and getting it, so I'm just gonna do this. Plus, I've run into enough headaches with Sapling. I think I'm just gonna not use it on Create Melange app for the time being. That was the wrong repo. I need to go to my repo. Wasn't that the right repo? Did I not just copy that? Yeah, Sapling just doesn't play nice with the way I have my SSH key set up. So in here, we're just gonna do one of these. Or actually we'll just copy -r, create melange app, SL, into here. All right, while we're waiting on that to copy, looks like this PR is open. Install command. Fix the typo, that looks good. That looks good. That looks good. Guys, no barks. That looks good. So that's empty for now, so this is still a work in progress. Overall, that's looking good. So we can get out of that. Done on these. All right, no issues there. That copied. So we can rm-rf.sl. All right. So now we should be able to git push. It is up to date. Git remote set URL origin will be not this one, but it'll be create melange app and git fetch origin main. So we should be able to check out the main now. Yep, develop, and now we should be able to rebase. See you, Nightshade. Okay, I guess everything is up to date. Cool, okay. Perfect, okay. Back to what we were originally doing. Sorry for the headache there. I just had to get my dev environment to a better place to work on PRs. You're okay, Murph. It's okay, bud. I know. All right, so we need to find out why we're not connecting to the RPC server. So if we start doing build w that, we get server bound, which is going to be, let's do a vsplit. And let's go back up to our server here, our IPC server. IPC, excuse me. Client connected. Doesn't look like we actually connected to the socket, so let's make sure there's actually a directory. RPC Dune. Okay, so that's there, and that is the path we're connecting to. Yeah. So when does the callback fire? Okay, that looks good. So we never connect. All right, let's jump back into the node docs. When we do net.create server, do we need to set is half open? Where do are the options first? Yeah, options comes first. So if we come in here, we do that, and we say allow half open to true. That seems like what we might want. Bun index server bound. Leo, if you're still in chat, I could potentially use your help with some of this socket stuff. I've never worked with sockets directly before or any systems level stuff. Maybe we want keep alive too. Keep alive true. So I'm trying to connect to Dune's RPC server, which should be like at this file. In Node, when we call create server, we get a callback with a socket. I'm setting up our encoding to be UTF-8. I'm setting up a bunch of event listeners. There might be other events we should be listening on. So let's see what events we have accessible to us. Data error, end. We have end, we have error. Timeout, I guess. Console.log client timeout, that's good. Let's see what else we can listen to. Is drain, what? Drain ready. Should start a server or client. I guess it would be client, but node differentiate between the two? So we have a server, net socket. There's two syscalls for listening, connecting. Try doing a connect. Okay, so maybe we just create a new socket then. Let me look at the API for socket. So let's comment out a bunch of this stuff. And up here, we have const socket equals net.socket new socket. And that takes socket options, which is what? Socket constructor options. A file descriptor number, potentially. These are all optional. Go to new socket. This returns a socket. And this should have a connect function on it. Net.create connection. That's probably what we want instead of directly working with the socket. So let's try that. Comment that out again, and we'll say, I don't know what this is going to be, but we'll say this is connection. I don't know if this is a callback or not, but net.create connection. There we go. And let's go look at the types for this. This takes a net connection ops, TCP net connection ops, or port a path. So we can give it a path. Okay. So we'll give it our path to that. And does it get a callback? I'm not sure. Probably gets a callback, right? Void, a connect event will be returned on the socket. This returns a socket. Connection listener, does it invoke? Okay, so we can come in here and say console.log connected. This will be a socket. Cool, and then we can bump basically all of this up out. Throw that there. On timeout. Okay. So create connections to manage doing cleanup and stuff for us. All right, let's try that. You want also on connect. Okay. Connect. Yeah. Snare void. The connect one is implicit. This one, this callback passed in, gets registered as the connect listener. Yeah, so this one, this callback here gets registered. So let's try that now. Failed to connect. Syscall. What a helpful error message. Are there any options we need to pass to this? Let's go look at the types again. Not really. It just gets a path. We get a socket back. So let's get Dune running again, Dune build watch. And if we come over here and we say bun index, oh, we're connected to the server. Okay, that's good, right? Connected to server. If we go over here and we nix that, we don't get any messages from this server though. Maybe that's just a misunderstanding. Let's go look at the client, which we have open in 1. Winnie. So yeah, let's see what the actual Dune OCaml client does. So we say create, and oh right, this is we're not built in this project because I can't figure out how to do it. OPAM exec OCaml c.opt oh wait. Wait, in my other file? Oh, gotcha, sorry. I see. I don't know how to build this one project. I just want to do Dune build. Still wrong. OPAM install dot either way, we can just try to look through the file system here. So we connect to a channel and we pass in this where thing, and the where, I remember looking at this yesterday, takes a where, so this is doing the Windows and Unix thing. So we get some sort of socket back from LWT Unix socket, and where that where is just going to be the same address, I think. Let's go make sure. We initialize, we get a init. So where we go to, we want to go up into source where v1 Dune RPC LWT, that's the file we're in, where.default. So where's default in here? Is that not in here? Seems like it should be, right? Oh, it's probably coming from Dune RPC 1. So let's go up to there. v1, we get where. So let's go look at where in private. Yep. And then default. Gets a build directory and a unit, and then it returns this Unix. It's going to file name concat the builder and the RPC socket relative to builder. Where does that come from? ./RPC. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we're connecting to the same thing. So we do that, we run, we say connect chan, we pass in the where, which again, the where is going to be Do I just need to OCaml install that PPX to work? I don't have a mutex. Oh, that's a... PPX inline test. And then connect chan is going to go, where was that? What does connect chan in here do? This is going to return our file descriptor and then return a tuple of an input and an output. So this should be a tuple here. And then Dune RPC client. Should have a client in here. So let's look at this. The client's gonna have a connect, which is gonna be made by this functor. So let's go back to Dune RPC. And there's gonna be a client in here and probably a functor. Client.make. Okay, so that means that there's going to be another file in here called client somewhere. Maybe it's under types. Module client. Nope. Module client. Probably right here. I don't see it doing anything super fancy on Connect. Connect with menu, which gets called here, which calls connect raw. I haven't been able to build the Dune repo yet. You see this? Like, I just can't get it built. PPX expect, OCaml install PPX expect. They have a flake. Oh, right. I have Nix now. Okay, how do I use a flake? There's my flake. So do I do Nix shell? Nix develop dot? I'm scared. I'm Nixon, Mom. Look at me, I'm Nixon, Mom. While that's loading, we send a ping to the server. I don't think we do anything fancy here. Well, what does that init do? We get an initialize request, which is gonna have that atom of the name. What do we use this for? Dune version. Array, okay, message. No. Version. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think we use the name request to call initialize. Uh-oh, got an error. Are these normal Nix errors or are these bad Nix errors? Cache Nix, okay. So it looks like we might need to send an atom called initialize to the server from our thing. I wish this was documented better in the Dune docs, but it's not. Can I just like get rid of the highlights here? There we go. I might end up writing documentation and submitting a PR here once we figure this out. Well, maybe in the meantime we can use just GitHub to explore it, because I'll probably get better jumping. So in our client, let's see this again. We connect, we get this build dir thing, we have an initialized struct. So let's see what Dune RPC returns back. Oh, of course this isn't gonna work with OCaml. It's annoying with every other language. If we go into here and Dune RPC, and in here we want to initialize, which comes from private, and that's probably going to come from types. Use source graph? I've never used source graph. They use tree sitter? Oh, sick. Source graph. Do I need an account to do this? Oh, I don't? Search code. Am I just search public code? Thank you. And we want to search for, can I search for repo? Repo Dune. And then I want to search for initialize. I guess we could look at the server. That's not a bad idea, right? That should tell us pretty quickly what it's expecting. Maybe. I got a bunch of errors. How can I tell? I don't know even what to do. Nix develop. Is there like a handle connection in here? Like that. Okay, so this procedures thing, okay, that's going to be helpful. Prepare request, okay, handler proc. I really just need this to build. How do I use Nix develop dot? RPC client. The RPC client ends up calling up source client. You make, give it a struct. Don't think we need to worry about rights. So we're writing, our write function is going to turn our S expression into a string. So it is communicating back and forth with S expressions. So that we at least got right. I still got all these error messages, and I don't know if it worked. So what should happen after I run Nix develop? Like how can I tell if it worked? Send you to a shell, which I assume I would have some sort of information on my rocket ship, starship. I remember seeing the snowflake. So is like the flake broken then? Or is there something wrong with my local Nix setup? Okay. So how can I debug that then? Can I even do... Can I still do this? Okay. 5, and we'll go to Kickstart, and Vim in here. This probably isn't the one. We probably want to go into Module Home Manager. Oh, okay. Connect, which that connect is going to go to search Nix community globally. Do I want to go into my module or the flake? Okay, so I'm in here. So my output is this struct with Nix settings, Nix command. What is substitutors? Then the thing when I update this stuff, I have to do like a what's the command to rebuild it? I forget this already. I have to create a new generation or something. Hold on, let me pull up the Kickstart Nix. Oh, that's the wrong thing. It's Darwin. So Darwin's my package manager inside Nix for OS X. Is that correct? I ran it. I should be good. It was a Darwin Darwin rebuild switch, right? Yeah, I got it. I think. And this looks like it's running better now. So we want to look at how the connect functor is built now. So let's go back up to other libs. This will be our Dune RPC private. This is probably in this one potentially. Module client. What do you do? Because I definitely open to hearing like the best way to do things. I'm probably gonna sit down this weekend and really read through some Nix docs and work on setting up my home manager stuff. Because I don't like not fully understanding what my tools are doing. Thank you for the follow, Allo. Appreciate you hanging out. Yep, that's on my phone pulled up in my browser already. Cool. I'm glad that's what we want. Where is this at? Module. And then we have this make functor. So make is going to return, it's going to take a fiber, a channel, and it's going to return where's the connect? Connect chan. So where is that at? Are we still in this functor module? Yeah, we are. Okay. Happy all the time. Connect raw. You're okay. All right, so connect. Winnie, enough. So where returns that object where it's like the file descriptors for the in and out, I think. Connect chan. Let's look at connect chan. Did I miss that one? Connect chan. Where does that come from? Dune RPC. So that's in this file. Okay, we get a where. Yeah, this returns the input and output file descriptor thing. Okay, so we go back to here, we connect chan, we get a channel back. We pass that, and a init comes from this thing, which is a atom, I think. If we look at types, that ID is going to be in here. Yeah, so it's just a S expression. Module T. Okay. All right, so init is the S expression. I did not, Nunes. I probably will cut a release after stream today. Okay, so then we say connect, which is what we found down here. Connect with menu, private menu, chan init, connect raw. We make it into a channel. We take init. We have a default handler. Okay, so we have to look at what happens in connect raw. Connect raw gets a channel, this initialized request T. When that turned into a request T, shouldn't init be a id.t? Where does request come from? Dune RPC v1. Not in here. Yeah, this is just wrapped. So ID is ID. And I don't think we do anything special with ID there. So we were in the right place. So private initialize.create that. Okay, so initialize is something separate. Right, I see. I'm just, dang, this Nix thing is taking forever. It must be building a switch under the covers, I bet. All right, I'm starting to get a feel for how this is set up. It was under types. So there should be an initialize module in here, I bet. Yep, here it is. And then we say initialize create. Feel like an animal. Initialize, no, this is a response. These are nested submodules. Still more nested submodules. Nix built. Oh, let's go. So I can say, just hit up your shell. Do I just do Zeesh then? There we go. What does impure mean? Porque. I'm still getting errors. Do Dune clean. All right. Yeah, might as well just stop it now, right? Dune clean. Sure. Dune build. Still upset. No, I did not. Do I need to do that? All right, let's try this again. Go to Dune. I swear, once I can jump around my code editor, it's so over, chat. So over. So just dash ask with submodules. recurse submodules. So git clone GitHub personal, throw that in, and then we want to say recurse. How old is this? This is a long time. All right, so let me go back into my, oh, well, I guess I need to git clone anyways. So just nuke the repo. Whoops, damn it. Oh, gotcha. All right, we'll try the make file, and we'll go into our Nix shell. All right, back into Dune. And then we say nix develop dot, which this should be super fast now, right? Because we already like cached all this stuff. I gotta go clean up my Starship prompt. I got stuff that is loading. Okay, so now cat the make file. I guess we say make. What do we have in our make? We want to build. Are these all of our actions or targets in the make file? Oh my god. I get it. I deleted the directory. Okay. Vim into here. Let's go look at the make file. We want to say probably bootstrap. But that will probably be a dependency of it. Dev deps. Did I lose my Nix shell? Sure. Shouldn't this bring direnv in? Like the Nix thing? I have direnv set up on my actual system. I think. I should. But I'm inside the shell, which is probably... I'd have to install it in my home manager thing, right? Like I'd put it here. No. Just echo flake. I need to get a language server installed for Nix. So that's what I do here, just like this. So like I'm confused on why I wouldn't put direnv in this. Like what's the difference between doing programs dot and home dot packages? Because it has a module. Even Git has a module. So I see. So I don't need to do both. Like I could actually just do like, rather than putting Git in there, I could do programs dot git equals enable equal true, and that's the same thing. Like this is equivalent to this. So now I guess I need to rebuild do the Darwin rebuild thing. Wait, I'm very confused at what you're telling me to do right now. So I added direnv to my programs in Home Manager. I configured it, enabled it, turned on Zeesh integration, rebuild, Home Manager. And that's this command right here, right? Darwin rebuild switch flake. Or is there a better way to do that? Okay, nope. Darwin rebuild is system wide. Okay. How do I, so would it be npm run, not npm, nix run, nix packages, home manager, and then it's like that switch rebuild command? Home manager dash dash build dash dash flake, and then the command, what was it, like we want that like that. So it does not provide attribute packages Arch Darwin home configuration Arch 64. So that comes from this. Nix flake show. I'm not sure. I thought we did, because Meta had it working, and I followed the exact setup as him. And he installed well, what if I do this? I did it, the only time I've done like a rebuild command was with Darwin. Let me paste this into chat. Okay. I have to reload my shell. And I'll do echo use flake into dot env_rc dir env allow. And I'll just run make bootstrap probably. Leave the shell. Shouldn't doing dir env allow read it in? Do I just do Dune build now again, or make bootstrap, I guess? Yeah, I'm probably gonna deep dive on Nix this weekend, because I don't like not understanding my tools. So I'm probably gonna ADHD deep dive into Nix. Baby bear and shit. Position real quick. Yeah, I appreciate the help too, Nix. Motherfucker, I'm death. All right, so where were we looking before? We got a little bit further. We wanted to see client connect, which is going to be in it was like the initialize, right? We do that, we connect raw. We got confused about how init ever turned into a request. That's right. And we determined that initialize, or this is the initialize module, right? Or not? I think we saw the initialize. Now I'm confused again. Module init. Okay, so that worked. And now we can do Dune dev or make dev. So are you having these same issues on your system where you're not seeing RPC client? Module response. We just want, there should be a function called create. Just straight up create. Not that one. Possibly this one. What's this nested under? That's under response. It's not that one. That's under request. No, no. 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 Where does the create come from? Are we getting it from an include? Do we include something in here? Where's a module initialize at? 190. Response persistent. I think that packet. How am I so messed up now, even inside Nix? So I'm pointing at an OPAM in the Nix store. Am I on the wrong compiler? What version did this make a local switch for you for this project? One's 4.x. So right now it's telling me I'm in a 5.0 switch, right? So why is that happening? Which OPAM? I bet I know the problem here. I bet I know the problem. Let's just get out of some of this. I bet it's my zcharc. Change directory vim.zcharc. I bet it's where's OPAM in here? I bet it's this guy. Can I do an eval? Tell OPAM to go away. You shouldn't be in the OPAM environment while Nix environment. Okay, so how do I If I look at which OCaml though, it's in my next store. So like the flake in here must have brought in. What up, Ladder Alus? Welcome to chat. It brought it in for testing only? Okay. So then that doesn't matter. I don't know how to debug this. Is Dune clean again? How do I validate that? So I'm in my Nix environment right now, right? So I'm in Nix, my env. And then make. There'll be probably something I do this weekend. I can probably temporarily just like botch the name of that file, just do like opam old or old underscore opam and try to fix it. Just while we work on this particular thing. So I want to look at what the, what do we want to do? We want to create a, how do I, whatever. I want to look at the flake for this and see how Nix manages all this. So our inputs, we're pointing at packages unstable. We're looking at some flake utils thing. We have an OCaml LSP, which has a URL on it. We're grabbing melange, makes sense. Outputs, this is what we're returning. We get a reference to self. For each system, I don't know what overlays are yet. Man, this is so frustrating. It looks like I'm still trying to build with 5.0. Like it's still using my old OPAM thing. So I think what I'm gonna do is and you're saying we should do grep. We'll do a move.opam to .old OCaml. In fact, we can just probably prefix it with an underscore. Wait for this to finish so we don't botch anything. So that looks like it failed again, I'm assuming. Okay, so let's do this. Come here, reload our environment. Okay, so it says OPAM is not initialized. So if I do, let's do Dune clean. And now let's do make dev again. So like so does Nix under the covers just basically copy cache versions of the built dependencies into like the build folder for you rather than OPAM doing it? Is that what happens kind of at a high level? Like both like binaries and built project dependencies? No. Kind of. The Nix store works like that. So like how am I getting all the dependencies without using OPAM from this flake? And OCaml packages end up in Nix store, OCaml Dune RPC 8-. And OCaml find is what Dune uses to go look up like all the source files. Okay. Okay, so that worked. So I should be able to run Dune. I should be able to go into the code base now, right? Like that should just be a thing that works. So if I vim now and we go into source, or it's not source, it's other libs, Dune RPC LBT source this. Okay, things feel good. Let's go up to the examples. Pain and sorrow, sorrow. All right, so in here, make sure my LSP is working. Okay, there we go. Finally, chat, we have a working editor. Good Lord. We can hop around. Thank you, Nix. Both the tool and the person. All right, so we should have some sort of, now I'm confused, right? Okay, hold on. We're gonna do this the right way now that we can jump around. Where is this create function? It's under request. Am I just blind? Oh, they must be aliasing. V1 must point at request. Yep, right there it is. Okay, that's why I was getting so lost. So if we rotate then, and we look at what this does, we get an ID, this returns a request. Request as a Dune version of protocol. All right, so we're gonna want to replicate this probably. Look at that, we made more progress in the last 30 seconds with tooling. So we get our request, and so that our where is just going to be that Unix of string in our case. So then we, hi.
Oh, phone's dropping all your mail.
We get an input channel and an output channel. And then we say we connect.
Let's move.
This is just going to return a promise. And it is our request. Crazy dogs. So that explains how this ended up being a request, because I was confused about that, just trying to follow it.
Jesus.
Put the dogs on screen.
Oh my
Come here, guys. I don't know if everyone can see it.
Baxter, be nice.
3 Goldens. We're watching an extra Golden today.
Yeah, Murphy, come here.
So then we go into connector all,
Okay, all right. Let's go.
and the initialize request.
Jesus. I know. You are just so happy. Okay, goodbye, Murphy.
I have 1 Golden and 1 Fox Terrier. Nice. Oh yeah, that's just Life Badger. Probably. I also have like the sun perfectly coming right in front of the camera right now, so like all the dust is like being perfectly highlighted. I swear this office gets vacuumed daily by a Roomba. So what does this packets thing do? So we create a client with the initialize. What does this go to then? Creates a table. It's going to return a T. Initialize request to call. So what does that return? That returns a call.t and request untyped. So right now initialize is still that request object, which we can replicate super easily in TypeScript. Let's close this and let's vsplit here and let's keep following this down through. To call sets a call.method field to initialize, and the params turns that back into an XS expression. All right, so we make this record. This is the thing we want to send. We want to replicate. We want to say we have an ID. I don't know what this ends up turning into. ID to S expression. So I'm assuming this ends up looking something like ID, ID name, right? And then it'd be request, then some S expression for all the fields on the request. I assume that's what's happening here. and then ID. So back over here, it looks like we want to send socket dot, can I write? Is it write? We want to write an S expression. So let's just try to send something. No idea if that's going to work. Not even close to being the right format, but like, okay, so that got upset. That got real upset. That's good. We communicated with it though. So, we just have to replicate that thing. Oh no, Badger. I've never fortunately had that happen. I've been terrified of that happening, and I've seen that happen to other people. All right, so this ID, let's start by making the same ID. So we're gonna have this S expression that's gonna take a. So this is gonna be a list S expression. So I think we can make this same thing, right? If we go, let's actually open a terminal on the side, and we'll close that. And let's go into Dune UTOP here. Really? Oh, I need to nix develop dot. I gotta figure out why that's not automatically going into my shell, or the nix shell. Careful, it's not S expression, but it's CX. What's the difference between S expression and CS expression? Why? Module linked twice. All right, I have to use the make file, make dev. This canonical S expression has 5 atoms becomes really annoying that I can't just go into UTOP. What does it require? And then it's a string. And then we can say CS expression dot to string, and we want to say list atom initialize Okay, so we get that. Let's see if we can send that from our TypeScript server now. View in that. Damn it, I just lost it. Paste that in. And now let's come over here, bun index. Okay, it's a little bit different. Which that's not the raw message it sends, right? But let's say this is our const initialize initialize ID equals 10 initialize Please find that. Do that. And now let's go back to here. So we create this ID, and we have initialize, which is a call.t at this point. So we turn it into a call. Let's see what that does. So this is request T. So we have this type here. A amazing type system code space. And it's fun to write. And it's very performant. Thank you for the follow. It's Diego. Appreciate you hanging out. So to call, we say conversion to S expression. So we have this thing here, right? And we're turning that to inversion. So we're parsing this out. So when we say to S expression, it takes this conversion.t type. What if is it like C? It's a little higher level than C. It's still a garbage collected language, but it's pretty fast. It can be pretty fast, and it's a lot safer than TypeScript. If that's your jam. So we want to do this, we want to build up this struct here. So let's bring back over Dune, and let's, we'll have to require Dune. I don't have all my libraries in here, which is really annoying. Can I require my project files in here? I don't know why Dune utop doesn't work. What is a conversion.t? Where does this come from? This is their own thing. So is this just validation for S expressions? Guys, knock it off. No, stop it. Hey. Guys, out. Winnie, in or out? Going out? Alright, puppy. My Zig code does look funky, for sure. Reverse engineering this RPC protocol is a ton of fun. Actually, once we get going here and I get like the basics down and get some foundations in the TypeScript code, this is actually going to be pretty fun to write. I've been fighting dev environment stuff all morning. Let's see here. Example, RPC client. So we have this CS expression. And what does this make in here? We go into create version.latest. All right, the protocol version. Okay, so we can make this object. I feel pretty confident about making this object now. So let's rotate these. One more time, following it down through. All right, so we should at the very least. So we know this looks like this thing here to an S expression. So it'll be something like, it should be Dune version, right? Dune version, and that will be, where does that come from again? That comes from the example. So let's go grab that. Goes in here. We get Dune version from T. Version.latest. 313. So this is a tuple then? Okay. All right. Version.s expression. So that must be how it converts to a pair. What does a pair look like in an S expression? Pair. Okay. Okay. I can buy that. So where were we just writing that at? Okay, let's just keep trying to build up this S expression. So it's going to be right here. This will be pair. That got wild. S expression. Dune conversion. I just want to get this module into UTOP. That would be so much easier. Does anyone know how I can actually get this to work? I'm trying to run Dune UTOP and it's complaining about stuff being linked twice. Source info. Makes inconsistent assumptions over the spawn interface. Can I just load a specific library from it? Like I only want to load in Dune RPC. Does that break for Unix if you run it? So I just run make clean and like go from scratch. I guess I would need to do like a Nix clean, right? Not a Dune clean. Or like delete that entry from the Nix store or something. We'll try that in a second. Gonna stream a little bit longer today. Probably go to 10:30. I have a light workload today. I actually have an interview too at what time is my interview at? I have an interview at 12:30. The other thing we could do here potentially is compile. We could compile the Dune LWT client using JSOO. Right? That could be a thing we do. Surely there's got to be some docs on Dune's stuff for using JSOO. If they have JavaScript compilation with JSOO, put that in. Mode.js. Is that all I have to do? What if I don't want an executable? What if I want a library? Oh, okay. Maybe that's the play. Maybe we just generate this with JSOO. So Dune utop dash p Dune RPC. St Dune. This is so dumb. I just want to get my code in a utop. Hmm. Man, I'm gonna sneeze. Ugh. Allergies are so bad. All right, and here we want name. Will be Dune RPC JS. And then we give it another stanza. I hate Copilot. Sure, that can be a public name. And then we come here and we say modes JS. And we should be able to close that up. Let me give this an alias, I guess. Alias will be Dune RPC JS. I should probably make those underscores. All right, so let's try building that, I guess. Dune build at Dune RPC JS. What did I miss? Oh, I missed a bunch of stuff here. Jeez. Okay, so we get modes, and then we get delete to here, pre-process, PPS, JS of OCaml PPX. We gotta install that. So let's go over here in OPAM. Oh, it's not, I don't have OPAM here because I'm in Nix. I don't know how to add a dependency in Nix. RIP. I assume I'm gonna get the same exact error. Yeah, sure. I'll just delete this. Can I just like delete that out of the store? Will it fix itself if we like rerun nix develop dot? Is that safe to do? This is so dumb. In the Dune contributor docs, there's instructions for setting up a custom switch. Let's go look at that yet and see if we can make any progress with that. So let's pull this over. So assume there's a contributing, yeah, there it is. Where's it at, Leo? Am I just missing it? Doc hacking. Here we go. So is this assuming I'm using Nix here or that I'm not using Nix? Like, should I exit out of the Nix shell and try to do this without Nix? Okay, so let me exit out of the Nix shell, exit again, and we'll rename /.opam to K. Then we say make dev switch. We're all over the place here. We're trying to basically reverse engineer Dune's RPC server to write a client for it in TypeScript to use from Vite, to use from launch. Quite a trip here. Once we get a good dev environment going and I can just play around with this in UTOP, it's going to make my life so much easier because I can see what the S expressions compile to, and then I can start actually writing a good S expression library in JavaScript we can use, which I already have the canonical S expression library copied over. Let's go look at OCaml.org. I guess we could look at CS expression. My advice, write middleware proxy in Dune to RPC functionality piecemeal and only input what you need. I thought about potentially writing a small binary in OCaml that uses the existing LWT RPC client and then just talking over TCP to TypeScript. But I don't know if I want to ship an additional binary with a Vite plugin. which then you get into the mess of like you have to build the binary for all the different operating systems and architectures, and you have to have like this complicated post install step. Once we can like serialize and parse S expressions, it's going to get a lot easier because we can skip a bunch of the stuff and just have a really bare bones implementation. Yeah, we just need to be able to reverse engineer the S expression format. Once we get there, it's going to be a lot easier to just pick the individual things we need out of the protocol to communicate back and forth on changes. What about running the RPC client in Melange with the OCaml C expression library and copying the types? We could do that. We could do that. If we don't have success after this, we might just try doing that. It's definitely super hard because we're not using React for sure. I'm a React Andy. Yeah, okay, this makes sense. So we're gonna need, we already have this compiled and published. So we have a canonical S expression library. So we need to go find a normal S expression library. This is another route we can go down at the same time here. So just like a OCaml.org. I'm gonna have to wrap up in about 10 minutes or so, chat. Sexplib. What are your dependencies?
Functions.
Thank you for the follow, Mr. Freeman Disciple. Yeah, I am in Raleigh. Yep. I've been here for like 2.5 years, almost 3 years. I'm just north of Wake Forest. Nice. I'm right around, I'm pretty close to you, actually. I'm at 540 and 401, right around there. So we're probably like honestly like 20 minutes from each other. Does anyone know if there's any other like go-to S expression libraries? I wish I could see usage statistics. Okay, so this is from Sexplib should be the one. Okay. All right, so we're gonna end up writing a tiny little library to compile this to JS with Melange, which makes me want to get my FFI thing done so we can write better interfaces around this stuff and get PPX 6pconf. I don't know if those will work with Melange though. Like I need to be able to compile them to JavaScript. True. Only one way. Oh, there's a different shell we could have potentially used. My interview did go well. I got on to the next round, which is tomorrow for that company, and then I have a first round today with another company. It should be Hot Mulligans, yeah. Hot Mulligans is one of my favorite bands right now. Dude, Stolen Gin is so good. Does this have a... So the OPAM file said that this should work with 414, which I just tried. and it didn't like that. Right, it says there. Mm-hmm. OPAM is choking my CPU. What's up, Athena? Okay. I think we can possibly compile this to I have some ideas. We're probably going to wrap up, though. I have got like too many things in flight here, and I got to wrap up and do some work anyways and get ready for this interview. So I will chat with y'all tomorrow. Let's find somebody to raid. Sorry we got stuck in build tooling today, chat. I'm hoping to take care of that today and tonight so we can actually work on writing code tomorrow rather than messing around with environment stuff. We are going to go probably raid Eduardo, keep the OCaml train going, unless Leo, are you going to raid? Or not raid, stream? Tomorrow you stream? All right, then we'll raid Eduardo. All right, chat. I will see you tomorrow morning around 7 a.m. Have a lovely Wednesday. Thanks for the help.